It started small, a drink after work to unwind, then two, then a few more on the weekends. I can handle it, he told himself. He never missed a day of work, never caused a scene, and besides, everyone drinks, right? But slowly, something shifted. He needed more to feel the same buzz. His mornings were foggier, his nights blurrier. One day he had a startling realization. He hadn't gone a single day without alcohol in over a year. He didn't feel like he had a problem. But what he did have was a growing tolerance. And with it came something far more insidious: dependence. This is a story that millions of people are living right now, often in silence. So today, let's talk about it, not with fear, but with facts, because knowledge is the first step toward making better choices. So what exactly is alcohol tolerance? In simple terms, it's your body's ability to adapt to alcohol over time. The more you drink, the more your body adjusts, and the more you need to drink to feel the same effects. Think of it like this. The first time you had a drink, maybe one or two was enough to make you feel a little tipsy. But fast forward a few months or years, and that same amount might barely register. That's tolerance in action, and while it might sound harmless, even like a point of pride, I can hold my liquor. A high tolerance is actually a red flag. Researchers at the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, or NIAA, say that increasing tolerance is often one of the earliest signs of problematic alcohol use. It's not something to be proud of. It's a sign that your body is working way harder than it should just to maintain a sense of balance. Let's get into the science of it, because it's fascinating. Your body views alcohol as a toxin, something it needs to process and get rid of as quickly as possible. When you drink regularly, a few things happen. Your liver enzymes actually get more efficient at metabolizing alcohol. In your brain, receptors that control calmness and excitement, known as GABA and glutamate, begin to change to maintain equilibrium. Your entire nervous system compensates for the depressant effects of alcohol by becoming more excitable. All this means you don't feel as drunk as easily, but under the surface, your brain and body are in overdrive just to function normally. This is where the danger really starts. Because as tolerance builds, many people start drinking more to chase that original feeling, and that's the path that leads straight to dependence. Dependence is when your brain and body have become so accustomed to alcohol that they literally don't function well without it. Your system has rewired itself to expect alcohol. When you suddenly stop, your body protests, and that protest comes in the form of withdrawal symptoms, which can range from mildly uncomfortable to dangerously severe. Some key signs of dependence include needing a drink just to feel normal, drinking every single day, or feeling anxious and shaky when you don't drink. You might find yourself trying to cut down but failing, or even planning your entire day around when you can have your next drink. It is so important to understand that dependence is not a character flaw or a moral failing. It is a medical condition, a change in your brain chemistry, and just like any other health condition, it deserves support and compassion, not shame. Let's go back to Sam's story for a moment. He thought his tolerance meant he was in control. What it really meant was that his body had adapted, and now it expected alcohol just to function. He started waking up anxious, irritable, even sweating at night. He tried to brush it off as just stress, but deep down he knew it was something more. The turning point came when a close friend gently asked him, "Hey, I've noticed you haven't taken a break in a while. Are you okay?" It wasn't an accusation. It was pure concern. And that one moment of kindness was a crack in the wall Sam had built around himself. He reached out. He got help. Today, he's been sober for 2 years. He told me, "I don't miss the alcohol. I miss thinking I needed it." Sam's story illustrates a cycle that traps so many people. It starts with social drinking. Then tolerance builds, so you need more to get the same effect. You start drinking more often. Soon it becomes a habit, not a choice. Your brain and body adapt, creating dependence. Then you start feeling discomfort when you're not drinking. And finally, you find yourself drinking not for pleasure, but just to avoid the pain of withdrawal. That line between want and need blurs so gradually, you might not even notice it happening. As we touched on, alcohol dependence is a brain-based condition. It's about chemistry, not willpower. Alcohol floods your brain with dopamine, the feel-good chemical. Over time, your brain gets lazy and reduces its own dopamine production. It also enhances GABA, which calms you down, and blocks glutamate, which excites you. To compensate, your brain reduces its own GABA and boosts glutamate. So when you suddenly stop drinking, that delicate balance is thrown into chaos. You're left with low dopamine, low GABA, and high glutamate. This is what causes the anxiety, agitation, and in severe cases, even seizures of alcohol withdrawal. This is precisely why quitting cold turkey after heavy, long-term drinking can be incredibly dangerous and should always be done under medical supervision. Withdrawal symptoms can include restlessness, insomnia, sweating, shaky hands, nausea, a racing heart, high blood pressure, and in severe cases, confusion or hallucinations. If you or someone you know is experiencing these symptoms, please seek medical help immediately. But here is the most important part of this entire video. There is so much good news. Healing is absolutely possible. Science and countless recovery stories like Sam show us that your body and brain have an incredible capacity to heal. With abstinence or even just reduced drinking, your tolerance can decrease, your brain chemistry can begin to rebalance itself, your mental clarity, sleep quality, mood and energy levels can improve dramatically. People regain their health, their relationships, and their self-confidence. Recovery isn't just about removing alcohol. It's about rediscovering who you are without it. Whether that means cutting back, taking a break, or quitting entirely, the choice is yours, and the benefits are real. You are not alone in this. Millions of people around the world are silently dealing with alcohol tolerance and dependence. There is no shame in reaching out for help. In fact, it is one of the bravest, strongest things you can possibly do, and you do not need to hit rock bottom to deserve support. If alcohol is interfering with your health, your sleep, your emotions, or your relationships even slightly, it's okay to start asking questions. If you're wondering about your own drinking, maybe ask yourself a few honest questions. Do I need more alcohol to get the same effect I used to? Do I find it hard to stop once I start? Do I feel anxious or down when I'm not drinking? Have my friends or family ever expressed concern? Just being curious about your relationship with alcohol is a sign of incredible strength. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You just have to be willing to ask the questions. So what can you do? Start by tracking your drinking for a week or two. Awareness is always the first step. Try scheduling some alcohol-free days to give your body and brain a break. Talk to your doctor. Get a health check and some personalized professional advice. You can also seek support from a therapist, counselor, or a support group. And of course, talk to someone you trust. You don't have to go through this by yourself. Recovery looks different for everyone, but it always starts the same way, with a decision to care for yourself. Please remember, tolerance does not equal strength, and dependence does not equal weakness. It simply means your body is adapting. You deserve clarity, you deserve support, and you deserve to live a life full of energy, confidence, and choice. You're not broken, you're human, and help is always here when you're ready. Thank you so much for watching and for taking the time to learn about this important topic. If this video helped you in any way, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content that supports your well-being. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.